Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. And today we're going to be focusing on expansion. Okay, I just woke up, not just an hour and a half ago, just having my first cup of coffee. Perfect time for everything that I wanted to do here. Right, now after recording this episode, I'm gonna focus on Mod Monday, and I just wanted to start with this one because I'm excited about this expansion and the future of our little republic. I resolved the issue with electricity hoses. Electricity was, we had a little bit of, where, here. This here wasn't built, so we constructed this, and now our first trains can arrive here. So we'll see how that's gonna work out for them. Let's see where our train is. Is you on the way? Is you here? Okay, let's see. Okay, we have an issue here with, I think, well, actually he's not complaining about it. Where the hell is our train? Let me see this. Let's try to catch up to him. So you go here and let me show me where you are. Okay, he was hiding in a tunnel. Okay, let's speed this up. I will be zooming out just to see how this is going to work. And let's slow down. This is 24 tons of iron. That's not even enough to well, this one has storage, but it's not even enough to store it in our steel mills. And steel mills are smoking up, and this is the unloading bridge from Mr. Topros here that we have operational. He doesn't have any storage left because we are not supplying enough iron to our steel mills, but hopefully that's going to be changed soon. Right, so the plan is we're gonna speed this up. We're gonna start producing this steel, and I'm kinda hoping that this steel is gonna be, well, produced in much bigger quantities than we are doing at the moment. How is this doing? This one has 20 tons of iron in there. There's no bottlenecks. They're both operational. We have enormous amounts of coal. This is perfectly fine. I'm happy regarding this, but that's by no means good thing because I mean, like, we don't know that this is going to be a bottleneck or not. Currently, like I said, this is OP overpowered steel mill in the way that it costs so very little in concrete, which is quite important for us, isn't it? And the second thing is that it actually requires less coal than usual steel mill to produce steel. Usually it should require almost double the amount is currently consuming. So coal and iron are in the equal demand, and productivity is comparable to the vanilla one if you compare needs for iron and if you compare needs. This is I don't know. Let's see if I can upgrade this. Right, let me. Okay, but this isn't okay. Obviously I found it. There we go. Right, so we need a lighting system around here. We're gonna need... I got a new train. It's a tram. You guys suggested in the comment section. It's a tram. Let's go for the right hand side this way, and then we're gonna go for this side over here. And then we're gonna have chain semaphores in the opposite direction. This how this railroad is gonna be working. This is the only trains is gonna be 2 trains. The problem is actually maybe we can have only 1 train later on when this is finished. So this is going to be finished. Well, 117 tons of steel. You tell me when it's gonna be finished. This is gonna be finished later. At the moment, this is gonna expand the bottleneck. This is still not something that we can count on for a very long time, this steel production increase. Of course, the steel mill, the best thing that we could have done would be the steel mill. Okay, he's delivering more iron. I'm gonna just pause this or put it in a normal speed, and let's have this one here, and let's... Oh, he cannot get here. Okay, let's do this. You go to the mine then and stop returning back. And then when you get to here, I will tell you to go here and turn around. Now, he's slowing down. Unfortunately, trains need a long time to slow down, even though this is uphill. Now he's gonna go back to the storage facility here. We will hopefully get him another wagon here, so he can double the iron deliveries that he's doing. Like I said, bad planning on my part is one of the issues that we had. Let's slow this down. One of the issues was bad planning on my part. That means that we created the insufficient processing, even though many people told me, I was still okay, let's try this, let's fail. But I probably shouldn't have done this. So anyway, let's go for this one. What did we say? We have black and red. I think we have this one, right? I think it's this one. I think it's this one that we have. We can have a little bit bigger one. I'm not sure if this is, and then we have the big one. Let's go for the same ones. Okay, so you can go to the aggregate here. This one. Go, and there we go. He should have two carts now, and we're gonna leave it as it is for now. This capacity now is how much? 48 tons. 48 tons is more than capacity of these two steel mills. Of course, they're gonna go fly through this in only 2-3 days, which is probably just under 3 days they will process all of this with 100% productivity. So we will have a wiggle room here to to deliver that extra iron. Actually, now thinking about it, this is not the... Maybe the second train is not going to be needed as soon as we get this operational, definitely, because if he delivers more and more iron, it will need more... but it's productivity of our mines and the processing facility. Well, we'll see how much time iron mine needs to mine all the iron that we're gonna need when this facility is done. But let them finish. Let them work on this. I'm gonna focus on other things now. Okay, so BC74SJ gave us a really good insight, like some idea concerning the fish town. I'm still not sure where we want to place this fish town. We do have a plateau here, like some kind of plateau. So what's the problem? The problem is I would like us to have oil refinery somewhere. So probably the best place for oil refinery would be around here. Why? Because it's closer to the open sea, and for realistic point of view, it might be the best thing to have polluting industries there, and maybe something else here. It would be much nicer if we had a river coming into this fjord or whatever this is, but it doesn't have to be a river coming to a fjord, so it can push the pollution. On the other hand, if we build a refinery over here, it can actually trap our fish in here with all the other pollution. So but I like the idea to keep the fish production or meat production inland a little bit. Okay, so as I mentioned in the last episode, I don't know if I mentioned it, I was 99% sure that you cannot chain store products. So let me explain what I'm saying there. So we have fish farms. In the last episode we were trying to think if it's possible, which, like I said, I was 99% sure that it's not. But now we have a confirmation. Well, you guys confirmed that you cannot really chain store products or chain source products from elsewhere. So what we're gonna have to do here is, I have no idea. The problem with this, okay, we can create forklifts, but if we make 10 fish farms, how many forklifts do we need? Literal forklifts, like vehicles, not offices, because each one of them has 4 offices. I know there are mods for more forklifts, and they're gonna consume a lot of fuel. And this is what kind of not really worries me, but it's I don't like that part. So having 2 storages here next to each other, what's the capacity of meat? Only 2.5 tons. They require even less crops, and capacity for crops is much higher, crops and wood. So I'm thinking, what is the best way? I think since the meat production is a little bit higher than the consumption, kinda, it averages out, but and has a bigger storage for wood and crops. What we can do is have a train line here delivering. We can have a train line here delivering crops to a small silo, and then and crops and wood, and then we would have distribution office with small trucks supplying fish farms with crops and wood. But each fish farm should have its own meat storage. Even that is not really that necessary. We can even do through the same distribution office, we can do deliveries of meat to a central storage area. So what I mean by that, we can just have 10 farms next to each other, which is called industrial farming, industrial fish farming, and then have trucks delivering crops as they can and unloading meat as they crops and wood and unloading meat. So we would have to have a central storage area somewhere around here for our train delivery of wood and crops. It doesn't have to be a lot. We can probably manage that. Maybe we can't. I was thinking maybe we can manage that with the trucks, but I don't want to. I want to go all in on rails. I would like to have quite a developed rail infrastructure around here. You can see that we are out of range for our construction. So my question now is, we need to. The most important thing around here is to boost the steel. Well, technical services around here. I should plan for those as well. Technical services. I will go for, since it's gonna be a city around here, so probably I should go for a fiver here. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate. I think I want to go closer to where the city is going to be. So something like this. We have a little bit of flat ground here, and usually, I have a little bit of experience in these uneven terrains, that every piece of flat ground is quite valuable, you know, to build on. These mountainous areas around here are quite challenging to level, to utilize, and all that good stuff. Agriculture is one of the things that we should focus on as well in the future. At the moment, we don't have any issues with our production. This might be an issue, this farm here, so technically we should upgrade vehicles on this farm. So we have CK4 harvester here. What do we have here? We have CK5, which is significantly better. How much can we get? How much money we can get for selling this vehicle? 7,500. I think, well, currently, what about tractors? What about sowing? We have this Fortschritt one, which I don't mind using at all. So we have tractor U650. That would be this one, and this one is the best one we have. These are more or less the same. Fortschritt is the better one. I like Fortschritt. I like Fortschritt as a brand. I like Fortschritt as tractors. So let me see how much money we can get for selling these tractors. 4,000. 6 of them, and we're gonna have to 6 times 4,000. That will be 24. We are just about there. Yeah, let's go with that. I just want to have the let's go like this. I'm gonna have to go one by one because harvesters, maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I should upgrade the harvesters, because I'm pretty sure that sowing is not a problem, especially with these tractors. Yeah, let's stop this right now. So tractors, even though farming is a bottleneck, it's not necessarily the harvesting. What I think, I'm gonna just rebuy these because they are the cheapest, something that we already have. So sowing is not a problem. The problem is harvesting. Not really even harvesting. I think the biggest problem is collecting the crops from the fields. Loading, unloading, we don't have a lot of action happening around this these cargo stations, so this is working fine. Obviously, to maximize our, we probably would have to monitor this. I will try to monitor, but I'm pretty sure we should get more vehicles to increase the to increase the amount of crops that are collected from the fields. So this industrial area here is working quite nice. Let me see how much pollution are they creating. Not that much at all, if at all. I know that they're working on the low capacity. This one is only third capacity, even though it's creating food. We are using food. That's nice to see. Okay. What I wanted to do here is something different. I wanted to do another. This is again us creating a central mega city, which is mega village, which is something I don't want to do. So what's happening here? Oh boy, we have again over 21s living with their parents. We're gonna have to focus on housing over 21s living with their parents. They're around this area here. We're gonna have to, well, some of them at least, a little bit. I will resettle some of them, but this is only a few people. I think I'm gonna have to focus on housing. You can see that a lot of them are over here. Oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. That's it. That's it. We're doomed. We're gonna just have to produce new real estate as soon as possible. So let's start on this side. Can we squeeze these perfectly slim buildings that I advertised so much? Not really. I just use them and I like them. Can we squeeze some of them over here? Okay, we can. So that means we can squeeze bigger ones as well because they have more or less the same footprint. So these are 61 workers, these are 120, these are 65. So we have these ones. I would like to diversify this a little bit. Let's keep them like this. Let's go like this. This is not Feng Shui. This is Feng Shui. Okay, so let's go for 1 and stop. Full stop. Let's see if we can level something here. We can level something, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be much help. Let's try it like this. Oh right, we can squeeze them in tightly here. Okay. Okay, what about here? Do we still need leveling? We can do leveling, but obviously it's minimal, and I'm not again I'm gonna say I'm not sure if this is gonna help, so we're gonna try. Here we go. No, this one is not gonna fit in here. Smaller one can fit, but it's gonna be one long building. Which actually we don't really care about that. It's fine if it's one long building. Maybe we can do the same thing on the opposite side. Maybe. Why the hell not? Why wouldn't we? Okay, this would be a big building, and obviously this would create a huge worker pool for our future development. So let's try to get this, let's just start on this and see where we go from here. I'm gonna go and connect those two straight. Let's do like this. Let's connect this one straight away because it's a big project, and let the footpath offices work on this one. It shouldn't take long because we're sourcing our resources from here. You can see that this is working nicely. Usually train should be around here, but looks like he just left or here we go. He's here. He's puffing the steam out, so he's doing a nice job there. 52. Wow. Okay, that was that's nice. That's nice. It was 117 just a few minutes ago. Okay, that's really nice to see. I don't like unsweetened coffee. I like sweet coffee. I'm a sweet all over. I need. Anyway, I forgot to put. I don't. I have sweeteners usually, either stevia or something, but at the moment I'm all out, and I don't think I even have any sugar in the house. I don't know. Okay, what I'm thinking about right now is we have a little bit more. We have a little bit more money, so we can afford another cart over here. Okay, you unload as fast as you can. Actually, you can speed this up. Okay, this is actually functioning. You can let's speed this up and let's put a couple of more cards on this bad boy here. No. Yeah, bollocks. Okay, so you go here and turn around straight away, and then fast. Yeah, he's coming. That's perfect. What's the situation with iron? Iron again is empty. That means that they are consuming more. Oh, they cannot. Oh, right. Okay, there's your bottleneck at the moment. Let's slow this down. Is the train here? Let's set him off and let's deal with this steel thing here. Actually, we can deal with this steel thing right now. So this is the distribution we have. This one has the Do you have the other steel mill selected? No, you don't. Which distribution has its steel selected? Okay, it's this one. Perfect. So you're gonna go and get steel from here and from here. That would be both loading and loading, and I think it should be selected at the unloading. This is the small open storage where we are missing a lot of steel. There we go. Okay, this should be resolved. Now let's get a couple of more cards on this bad boy. We're gonna go for PKP mod. PKP is Polish. I'm sorry, I forgot what PKP abbreviation is. But fear not, fear not. One of these days we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Right, well, it's easy to Google PKP Poland and we will find out. Okay, continuing on, let's see how our country... We created... Okay, so what's the problem with my gameplay, especially in these series over here? So the problem with this... Oh, right, let's... let's finish. Right, let me finish my thought first. Probably I should do this more often, finish what I wanted to say initially. So the problem with this gameplay is I am experimenting with a lot of stuff. This is not perfect, and rarely my videos and the gameplay is perfect. A lot of stuff is learning. It's not like I'm slow, it's just that I would like to understand how some things work, how some mods work, how complicated hard mode challenges, which BC is never letting me forget. Thank you for that. But it's a lot of testing, a lot of something that is barely going to work. It's a lot of mistakes, like this with a small steel mill, and then we did the same mistakes twice more. We did the same thing, but that was intentional. That was to enjoy ourselves, to have a small, old school, dirty industrial complex like we do over here, and I'm really happy about this. I'm really happy how this turned out to be. So what I would like to do is, of course, I would like to upgrade. I don't know if you remember a couple of episodes ago when we started building these two steel mills, we actually wanted to build a bigger one, which would be definitely better solution. On one hand, that's a nice idea. Good riddance to you. That was a nice idea, but this is not where our steel mill is going to be. Our steel mill is going to be in the Central Valley, and we are slowly expanding there. Currently, what we would like to do, my grand plan is to boost our exports. Now, how can we do that? We can do it through steel, but steel already is kind of something that we can't really, that we are not producing enough of for our own needs. So steel will be a problem in the future. So steel is something we should focus more so than anything else. Like BC said in the comment yesterday, I just replied to this. Steel is the most important thing in workers and resources. Then after that is fuel and food. Yes, not the most important, but something that you're gonna need the most of. So yeah, I tend to agree with that. Yeah, definitely, and it's the hardest thing to get, and it's the most expensive thing, I believe, in the end. So yes, you need to focus on that. You need to focus on getting that steel, on getting that steel. Yeah. So right, what I wanted to do, I wanted to try to resolve the living situation around here. So I'm gonna go and continue with this town as we started already. Steel should be recovering slowly, but again, it's gonna be a slow process because we have tripled the production of steel, but it's still it's still not enough for our needs. So I'm gonna go and build a nice neighborhood here, but a little bit tighter nice neighborhood. So let's go for 1 and a 2 and a 3. And I'm gonna do the tighter neighborhood plan on this side as well. 1 and a 2. And that's it. I'm gonna build the central pad first. We're hopefully gonna monitor this. And can we... There we go. something like this. And let's go for the third one as well. Let's have you already on the way, so we can focus on other things. Obviously, in the way that I'm doing things here, it's not how you should play if you want to play hard mode challenge or anything like that, because you need more focus, you need better organization, you need to go fast, you need to be more efficient, and we are definitely not. So if you want to play something harder, don't listen to me. This is the... Let's go for something... Yeah, they can construct this on two sides. They can construct it both this on two sides, and all of this is going to be fine. Yeah, so this is just... We just cut this construction in half. Why is there no footpath office assigned to this? Construction office, this one here, right? You are footpath office, right? Okay, they're assigned just now. Okay, probably that was the problem. Oh, spring is here. Oh, how nice. Okay, so main thing with the resources, there we go. Spring, we have just under 3,000 tons of crops into these silos. I mean, like, it's gonna drop by 50%, but obviously consumption of crops in these silos is... What we can do here, what I can do here is empty these silos and create one silo connected to both of those farms. This would be probably something more, let's call it, efficient. Hopefully that's even... Yeah, this one is connected. This doesn't have to be here, and this one doesn't have to be here. We can connect this one. We can connect this over here, and then this potentially over here, but it could be too long, so I don't know, maybe. At the moment, right, but we have a loading, then we wouldn't be able to load the cattle here. Anyway, this is something for the future. I'm still thinking about how to redesign this whole area here. I would be happy, like, I would like to double the amount of livestock farms. Crops seem to be fine, and just to boost the crop collection, I think we would need more trucks here to work on the fields, and that's it. I think that would probably utilize our farms, or in this case crops, a little bit more. This is something I'm thinking about, but it's not going to be easy planning, because we're going to have two silos, then have a mechanism of unloading, like maybe we can try something like this. It's gonna require a little bit more space, because we're gonna need two more farms. So let's say if we demolish these two fields, which actually, you know what? Why the hell not? Let's try to see this. This is just planning. This is just planning. I don't know if this is waste of resources or not. Let me know in the comment section. Probably I won't set this to be constructed for a while, but before we start on this, I would just like to go and try to build a little bit more. Maybe we should... okay, first things first, do we have over 21s? We do. Do we have... Oh, we don't have the transport of students here. They're not connected to Galask and the university. So what I'm gonna do now is quickly just get one of these... where are you? Here we go. Let's get one of the buses. So we're gonna go for bus and something nice and big. Fast. Czechoslovakian here. Do we have something smaller? Actually... Because the capacity of the dorm is not that big, I think I'm just gonna go for one truck. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to connect the dorm directly with the bus station in the... Oh, it can. I cannot do this, unfortunately. We're gonna have to build a station, but that's fine. Let's build a station here, and let's start transporting those students. Platform station for something extremely small. Extra small. Something like this would be perfect, but even this is a little bit on a big side. How far are we from everything? I want to keep this area a little bit clean, because I might have to construct a railroad loading unloading facility here, and I still didn't do that with Mr. Topros's mod. I'm thinking about here. Is this a thing? Okay, this looks fine. Actually, you know what? This is not going to be bad. This is not bad. Let's do it in this direction. Can you do it? Can we do it? Come on, chop chop. I think this is gonna be the best way to go about it. If we build this one and then connect it to the pathway over here. Oh, for a second there it was possible, and that means it's going to be possible. There we go. So pathway here, and then finishing road all the way here. Let's see if we can do this. Let's lower this. We're gonna have a lot of additional workers here. So this is the part. This is again part of the experiment with what Mr. BC74SJ said. He said that this. Let's finish it like this. He said that. How these dorm work. Usually I put them in the walking distance to university, like I did in Galask. And also the station is in walking distance to university. But this also means that if they don't have to be in walking distance to university, they have to have a bus connection to university, as far as I understood it. So they have to bus line bringing them in the distance to university. So and at the moment we are doing exactly that. We have a bus station here that is in walking distance to university, barely 6 meters or 5 meters short, but still we're doing our best. All of this should be okay. Some of it is already constructed, that's fine. And we said we have a housing issue in Markusovo. Markusovo has a housing issue, but I don't think we will be able to fix this. Let's see, town hall. No, that's library. Town hall is here. The problem with this is we have 85 unemployed workers, and most of the people are employed. Even when we build this one, it requires more or less the same amount of people as this. So potentially the only work we can have for them here is another mine, which is not out of the question. So we might build additional mine here as well. So heads up on that. Oh, right, I forgot to build the last footpath here. I think we shortened that in the last episode. Let's remove this. Let's see how far up we can get. We can always get here as well. Really? This is how you're gonna play? Okay, let's try a little bit more on this side then. How far do you like it? There we go. Something like this. This is a footpath for our people to be able to go into the iron ore processing facility. And this is a storage facility. And again, we need to start on the loading facility. I am perfectly happy with using Mr. Topras's Ruda Šlaunska, even though it's a coal loader, not an iron loader. I think he might forgive me for this. I'm hoping. Okay, road office, that's fine. They have vehicle spaces. We don't have to assign anything else to them. This is already on footpath office, and this is not assigned to anywhere because it cannot be constructed at the moment. Okay, expanding the living space here. We might actually do that. I think in the last episode I started on discussing this issue, and I think I might start to correct these things, some of the faulty ways that I'm on often. So let's try to see if I can slowly encroach into this space over here and see if we can build these buildings a little bit more tighter. If I rotate them in the opposite direction, which is in this case already fine, I don't care, I think this one has a little smaller footprint. For some reason, I know okay, let's remove it. We have a chat as well with some of the modders as well, and a lot of modders, which I don't blame anybody, don't really know how some things function about this modding. I have even less idea, and this footprint of the building sometimes can be an issue with being created. So I have no idea how this works, but some buildings have default footprint of the building, so this can be an issue when you're creating building like this. Sometimes you get a bigger footprint, sometimes less, and I think some people mention that it's related to the capacity of the building as well as the size of it. So it's complicated. Me and modding, it's absolutely two things that will never be combined, and I'm fine with that. It's just you cut your losses when you can. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit rougher to connect. Let me see if we can do something like this. Again, this is here, and then nothing. We're gonna have to make this a little bit shorter, or not. Let's see how this is built. Okay, this looks rough, and we're gonna have to remove all of. What the hell did I just do? No, demolish that. Remove that. I'm gonna try to smooth the terrain a bit around here. I don't know how many more buildings I'm gonna be building, how much we're gonna be expanding this town. I'm pretty sure that most of you already know that this ore in this area is pretty poor quality, but it's the closest thing we can get, and it's gonna be expensive to extract. What do I mean by that is that let's build this. Let's build this, and then I'm gonna upgrade the rest of them, or maybe we can go for at least one building constructed here, so they can start working on a building. And can we go from here over here? We should be able to. You can see, there we go. Sure. What about more? More? Okay, more. Oh, perfect. What about this one here? I think that was just a wishful thinking to have a short... Well, maybe we can. Maybe, I don't know. No, it looks like it's a little bit too steep. Doesn't matter. Go away. Go away, and let's reconnect this one, and let our footpath office just play around with this. It's gonna take a while to construct all of this, but it's fine. It's fine. The band's gonna make it. The rest of the connections are not really necessary, but we might do that as well. Anyway, footpath office, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we have the road connection here, and I have coffee time for me. That's your cue to like and subscribe, if you didn't. Around 50% of you didn't. Okay, we have a train issue here. This train is stopped, and he should never stop. That is because on this train line there's a construction vehicle constructing something, and the whole train line is separated. It's far away. So what we should do here is separate this from everything else. If we do just this is going to be fine. Currently, okay, this guy needs even the second part to be free. It should be. Why is this a problem? I mean, like, I can do this, and then it's gonna go be on his merry way. But this shouldn't be affecting our trains. I know, no, there shouldn't be that. Well, I mean, like, chain semaphore there tells them that not the next segment, this has to be free, no, but the next one after that. And next one after that, one of those segments is here. Even though our train is not even going in that direction, for some reason semaphore still told him that he cannot go there. Go figure. I have no idea why he's doing that, and I know that a lot of, well, it's probably not something that you want to see from hear from your doctor, but yeah, that he doesn't know something. Anyway, we have this railroad here that needs to be finished. Wow, that's a little bit of a lot of bit of mess. And this needs to be finished. That's fine. What else they can construct this one over here, and then the other one on the way back. This is fine. He is constructing. What are you constructing here? And why is there no electricity? Okay, there's no electricity here because this one is still not finished. That's fine. He's still gonna be doing this for a while. I'm just gonna check our steel reserves. If we go here and check out materials and then find steel somewhere. Here we go, steel. And 3 kilometers. Do we have any steel anywhere? There's 30 tons of steel on this train. That's fine. Elsewhere, we should have a little bit of steel here, and over here. So that's being well, distributed. We have 13 tons of steel in the storage here. We have a truck with 1.9 tons of steel, probably for the bus station or something. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else. Probably one of the buildings is being constructed. As you can see, this big building here is connected, but it doesn't have to be that one. I will, since this building is already under construction, I will connect a little bit more footpaths over here, so all these buildings can be constructed as well. You can see that this one is struggling a little bit. No. Let's just go like this. There we go. This can be constructed, and this is going to create more living space, but this is not a solution. We need to utilize those people. We need to give them work as well. Not like they need work, but it would be good for us if they actually worked. So that's gonna be next stage, but like I said, first is the replenishing of our steel reserves, because any project we start building right now, even the railroads, which is sucking a lot of steel from us, it's gonna require steel. So heads up on that. So this is the, well, like I said, I gave these trains, I gave them okay. Why didn't you continue building this one? Oh, right, because this one... Whoa. This is gonna be... Why is he not turning around? Okay, he needs to go all the way to the end. Right, so I could have... This is why I set them up to build straight away both electricity and railroad. It would be much faster if they build first railroad, but that would also be using a lot of steel. And probably all our steel production would go directly to the railroad office, or it would be just sucking a lot of steel. In this case, it has a stage where they build steel. Why is he build? Why? Okay, he's building this one. Wooden tracks. That's fine. This is exactly what I wanted them to do. To have a stage by stage, and spend a little bit on electronics, which we are importing, and then spend a little bit on, steel and prefab panels. Prefab panels are not a problem, steel is, but it's going to be mixed construction, and it's going to take him a while to construct all of this, which is perfect. It needs to be constructed. I would like them to be busy, use different materials, and hopefully we're going to be able to produce a little bit more steel for our own needs. You can see that both trucks here are waiting to be filled. This is perfect. How are our coal reserves doing? 85%. This is absolutely fine. No issues there. Coal production, you can see that it's a little bit high. Well, it's fine. It's perfect. What I wanted to do here is to have this centralized coal distribution, because currently we have a lot of offices, a lot of buildings that require coal. That will be a steel mill over here, 2 more steel mills over here that they're connected through central storage. But also we have heating plant and a brick production. Again, this was a mistake as well, because this brick production... Right, you have a direct line here. I forgot that this... Anyway, this brick production here, we probably should have gone for a bigger one. Coal at the moment, again, is not a problem. We can start exporting prefab panels and bricks. Border crossing seems to be relatively fine. You can see a little bit of like some queues, which is not good, not terrible. Not yet, so something like that. So, right. They're planting fields here. Let's see how potentially this area would look like while we're recovering. So if we're gonna build a new industrial area here, we can probably reclaim this land and then put farm fields if we want here, if we go for something like that. Right, industrial area. Industrial area would need to have the road cargo station. Currently, the best road cargo station I support is Vanilla, because Vanilla has really good... Let's go from this side. This would probably have 2 different road cargo stations. So we would have this road cargo station connected to the silo. You guys, if you have any issues finding this mod, ping me in the comment section. A lot of people ask me about this silo here, and it's really hard to find. I believe Mr. Mauser NATO is the one who made this mod, and it's a really nice mod, but it's really hard to find. So that would be, if you have any issues finding this, just ping me. Some of you already know where it is, some of you already asked me about this, but there we go. So we would have 2 of these bad boys, and then we'll go for 4 farms. 4 farms is going to be a problem, because you need to connect those farms with the some kind of central storage, and this is going to be a problem. You have to connect both of they have to be connected to the road, and they have to be connected to the grain storage, and potentially to something else. This doesn't leave a lot of space for farms to have industrial connections. So if we go to our livestock farm, you can see that they need the road. So if we construct one livestock farm, let's say, I don't know, over here, and then next one over here. Even if we make it connected, where are they gonna be connected to? We need to get this cattle loaded somehow. So if we build something like this, and then something like this, even if we make it here, even if we make all of them connected, we won't be able to connect it to any other central distribution office like we have here. So we're gonna have to think about something else. What I'm thinking about is maybe for the first time again, like Mr. BC74 SJ said, and I appreciate that, maybe for livestock, maybe we can try experimenting with I'm gonna have to say forklifts. Oh boy, I hate forklifts in this game. It's not that I hate them, it's just because I'm too stupid to understand them. I understand them how they work. The problem with them is that forklifts in this game are only for special buildings or special needs, like a small-sized cargo, high-value cargo. They're not for crops. Never, ever, ever connect your crops to your forklifts. They will never be able to deliver enough because you have to go for high value cargo. That is more dense cargo. Let's go for that. Okay, so next thing we would do is probably have a central farm livestock haul range. That would be just a storage area for our livestock. It's not really that we need it so much as well, probably we need it so much. So that would be something like this, for example. Again, this might cause more issues because this one needs to be connected to road as well. We might go for something like this. But I don't think we're gonna have enough space for our livestock. I don't think we're gonna have enough space for our livestock farms because all of them need to be connected to a central silo. This all can be easily resolved if I split them in half. If I have two different industrial zones delivering to do different locations silo-wise and the road cargo station-wise, and then I think it would be probably a little bit easier to construct, but that means we're gonna have, well, just a lot of industry here. Well, I'm fine with this because Galask here is going to be livestock producing area, food and meat probably as well. Gravel is still being discussed because we do have a lot of gravel here, so it can be distribution of gravel, but it doesn't have to be because I would like to experiment with Mr. Topros's railroad production of gravel. So, but that's a story for a different video. So we're gonna talk about that. Right. So what do we have? What other options do we have? Okay. So we have we can have one central silo here if we're gonna go for one single industry. So that would be livestock range that will have to be connected. Let's try maybe like this. Maybe I'm thinking now, if silo needs to be connected to both farms, and then both farms need to be connected to back to the cargo station, that might be a little bit difficult. But let's try like this. If we connect it here, and then go to two farms are factories, and then we would have no, sorry. Farms are vanilla ones we're using. Vanilla is the best. I always say that. No, I'm kidding. I don't. Right, so that would be something like this, probably. And again, we're running out of space straight away. So something maybe like this. We can make it work. We can squeeze it in. But we would have to have the second farm as well connected somehow. I can level this a little bit. Here we go. Maybe two farms, maybe like this. We can have two farms, and then on the other side they would have to be connected to the other cargo station where they're gonna be loading livestock. So maybe something like this. If we go for a central storage area in the middle, I'm thinking out loud. I'm planning here out loud. So we have a storage area here, and we have a central storage area like this. Can we do it in this direction? Probably we can, but probably I should stick to be on the safe side and just try to connect it on this side. Here we go. And then we would have two farms connected here directly to the silo. Again, what the hell? I'm defaulting to mods every single time. I love mods so much. There we go. Something like this, maybe. Don't lose the industrial connection. It didn't. Perfect. And then something like this, probably, potentially. And then we would either have the road cargo station here, which is not bad, but we can also have a livestock range here, something like this. But again, it should be we should aim to try to connect it like this, you know, to both of these. I'm pretty sure that even if we build it over here, we would be able to connect this to both of these. So if we go this way and this way, perfect. We can even make it nice and bendy. And then we would have either cargo, probably, yeah, we would need cargo station over here. I would go again for vanilla cargo station, and we would have the same thing that we have here on the left hand side, just with, there we go, just with one silo less and one cargo station more. So this is kind of what what potentially can be built as a setup. Let me know what you think about this kind of setup. Everything can be connected to the road. Everything looks all nice and dandy. Hopefully, if we utilize farming area a little bit more, potentially maybe a bigger silo as well, because capacity, we often run to a capacity of this silo. But again, no, I'm actually quite fine with the capacity of a silo, because they are consuming while the harvest is ongoing, which is 3 months or 4 months, something like that. So like third or quarter of a year, they're still consuming all of these resources. So this is an idea. Tell me what you think here. We can always try to, well, I can try to squeeze it in a little bit. For example, this one here doesn't have to be over here. We can put it, oh no, okay, it has to be somewhere around here. We can try to put it here, for example. I don't want, we can go for forklifts as well in here, maybe. But if I build it, let's say here, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be, it's too far for this. Yeah, just a little bit too long. Probably, maybe I can navigate it a little bit, you know, better, and probably we can connect it here. But this would be some kind of, this is me trying to go to idealist side, you know, to have just this as best as we can, you know, and you know, hard mode challenge, not hard mode challenge, but just, you know, like a little bit more thinking into the construction of, let's say, I don't know, I dare to say even a perfect farm. So we can try this then, and then clone this, and then can we rotate it in a better direction, maybe to save some space. It doesn't really have to go that way. This is just me trying to see if we can get this industrial area better connected. The big problem with this is we're gonna have to have a different bus line also bringing people here, and yeah. But anyway, I'm happy with this. I'm happy how, you know, this kind of looks like. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Should we go for this? Should I play a little bit more? Should I play with this a little bit more? There we go. I think I just found out that we can actually squeeze this a little bit tighter if we go for example, for this cargo station, and then place it around here. Bear in mind that this silo, that most of this building is just going to be for construction purposes. Probably bus station for both workers going here and here will be around this area, and this is a little bit tighter, maybe a little bit better. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I think not too proud of it, but it's not the worst. Maybe, for example, this one, I'm thinking now, if I can rotate this in the opposite direction, and if it's in range, what do I mean by that? I mean this. If we rotate this, right, we have a road access here. We can't really, so probably this would be the best way to go. I didn't check mods if we have something like this. I don't think a lot of people are interested in making these kind of things, mods. Tighter, maybe like this. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to connect the... too long. This one is not. A little bit. We just saved a little bit space here. Actually, if I do the cargo station as well, if I do a cargo station over here, I think we might even save one field. One field size space over here. So if I do this and then go and clone this area and put it a little bit tighter here in this direction, we might save a little bit of space. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be building this too tight because it could be an issue in the future. You know, maybe we should leave it, you know, spaced out, because this is an industry. Period. Do that twice here and there, and that's it. We don't have to do it. I can, if we build this, we can just either copy it or redo this area here. But I don't have OCD, I swear. But I hate that this is bent in, that I had to do this in order to make it work. I hate this. I hate so much. Okay, what else are we missing here? Electricity here, that's fine. Do you have any okay, this guy looks like he's done with all the projects. How are we doing steel-wise? Let's recap. We have 5-ish minutes left. Steel should start to be replenished everywhere. Looks like this guy is not doing anything, which is good and bad. I would lean towards, I don't know, because he's not using steel. Anything that we do from now on is gonna require him using steel. Okay, so let's try to see if we can expand this railroad. Now the problems with my construction, I hate also that this is a little bit angled for some reason. So any future expansion here is gonna require us to build more railroads, and that's gonna require more steel. Okay, for some reason this is not catching to each other. 500 meters, second. 500 meters, okay. What if I go... What's with the second tunnel? Should we go for a second tunnel, or... We don't have to. I mean, like, tunnels are interesting animals. Tunnels are interesting. I can use this tunnel as a one-way, as a two-way entrance. It's not gonna create. I don't think it's gonna create a lot of issues for us. Of course, we would have to probably cut it short. Let's do this. No, I give up. I don't think we should build a tunnel, because if you're gonna make it right. So probably we should go for a second tunnel. And actually, you know what? Yeah, you know why we should go for a second tunnel? Because the second tunnel is gonna slow down the railroad construction and steel consumption while still expanding our railroad. So let's go like this. You constructed this, he's gonna start building this. It's gonna cause some traffic issues around here, which is fine. I will try to separate this with the lights, like this, and probably I should. Probably I should separate it fully, because he's gonna have some issues with this. Yeah, look at this. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay. Okay, let's leave it as it is. Let's leave this as it is. Let him start construction on this. How are we doing iron-wise? We're missing iron. We're missing a lot of iron. And I'm pretty sure that this train now is going to have issues delivering steel because of the construction works. Well, he's still loading here. 86 tons. He's doing a... Ooh, sweet lord, this is done. Okay, in the next episode I'm gonna be focusing on getting this operational, this big bad boy over here. We're gonna have to create a conveyor belt here. We're gonna have to have a big... conveyor belt is gonna be the last. We're gonna continue using this processing facility as much as we can, but we need to connect a new... we're gonna have to connect a new... Oh, this is almost done. Just finish this as soon as possible. We're gonna have to connect a new loading-unloading station here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go for this Ruda Schlaunska from Mr. Toprus, which is totally something different. I mean, we can go for vanilla one, but I think it's an overkill for something that is, let's call it temporary. This one requires 75 tons of steel to be constructed. I'm pretty sure the other one requires a little bit less. It's not only about the steel, it's motion in the ocean and that kind of stuff. I mean, we can even put it all the way down here. That would be interesting. One huge conveyor belt bringing this here. That's interesting. But we're gonna focus that in the next episode. We have a couple of apartment buildings being constructed here. I'm gonna continue and connect this one and this one. Like this, you can construct these roads. They are building all of this. This looks funny. Wow, where are all these people going? To a bus station? Really? Don't. What do you need? Food? What? What? Wait, what? 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Food? Where is it? Where are you? Okay, food is coming. People, hold on there. Right, so this might be a little bit of a... Is it a problem or something? It could be. Don't start dying. I don't know how long they can, you know... It's coming, it's coming. Oh boy. Probably we should get a bigger truck over here. Or a second one. But we have a bus station here, and I would like real quickly just to try to utilize this. I would like to utilize this. We have a lot of people living here now. We're gonna go here, and you're gonna go all the way to Galask. Galask is a center of education. This is absolute gem. There we go, something like this. And off you go. So here you're gonna be loading these people. Here you're gonna be unloading these people. That's perfect. And he's on the way. Food is coming here, but this is something that I should really focus on. If I didn't notice this would be absolutely horrible. We have food coming here. There we go. Everybody back to the shop. We are not losing any people, but that means that that doesn't mean anything. Actually, let's check here. That's 168. They're not speeding up at the moment, but let's see. 168. Escapes 4. But that's from the beginning. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's affecting us. Okay, let's finish here. We're gonna continue planning in the next episode the fish town, and we're gonna continue focusing on getting our steel production up and running, or you know, maximizing it. We'll see what we're gonna do with the train. I think we're gonna leave the train as it is. We're gonna be expanding on a train. But later on you can see that he has problems here. I'm gonna have to resolve this. Problems being that this railroad construction is affecting us a little bit. We can just separate these construction projects. So for example, I can put this lighting over here. And then we have lighting over there, so as soon as he's done, like, I could have even put semaphores here, so the interruptions would be minimal for him constructing. I don't know if he's gonna be okay now, probably not, but because the construction... Okay, he's fine. Right, that's it. I'm gonna leave it here. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. Let me know what you think about industrial zone, fishing village, or / oil production. What do you think about our food issue, and what do you think about how we were progressing in general? That's it. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. Let me know what you think. And if you want to support the channel, you have the description of the video. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.